Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing Candyman. Candyman, it's about this college girl. She's doing a report on the legend Candyman. She's doing a report on the legend Candyman, and as the film progresses, she gets too deep into the story. So all this stuff breaks loose, and you have this guy who's a copycat of a copycat of Candyman. He's taking the name up. When that guy gets arrested, that's when everything goes to hell because it gets wild, but a good wild. Um, Candyman. I think this is a very unique horror film, unique slasher film, and I wish this film would get more talk because it's a excellent horror film that you need to check out. Number one. Secondly, it's a perfect horror film. It's For some reason this doesn't get enough love, and I don't know why that is. The lead girl, I forgot her name in this, but she did a phenomenal job. Tony Todd, oh my god, what can I say? Tony Todd did a phenomenal job as Candyman, and his voice as Candyman is so iconic. The look of Candyman, he uses a hook as his weapon of choice, and to me that's iconic. This film is iconic and memorable, and so is the character Candyman. Like I said, as the film goes on, Candyman starts to give this girl his bidding. So Candyman gives this girl his bidding. So Candyman gives her the bidding, or Candyman frames her for some of the stuff, which I thought that was very cool, that a killer would actually do that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he did trick her at the end of the day, and you kind of knew that, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you know what I mean? But, there was some, I love the story. The story is really good, it's very unique, and to the score, no one talks about this Candyman score, and I don't know why. This score is very good. It's just as good as the Halloween score, and I will say that. The Candyman score is really, really solid. It really is. This film as a whole is really solid. I have zero negatives. Zero negatives. All thing I have is straight positives, because again, the story is unique, it has its own style and flavor. It stands out from the crowd of other 90s films, such as, the Wishmaster films, such as, even, the Leprechaun films and the Scream films. I Know What You Did Last Summer, Bride of Chucky. Candyman stands out. It wasn't all about trying to be something that it's not. It's its own thing. I think that's what makes it so unique. That it is its own thing. It's not copying. It's its own thing, and that works. I think to me, that works. Candyman, like I said, this urban legend Candyman, he used a weapon as a hook. He was a slave, and they chopped off his hand with a rusty blade, and now he's got a hook for a stump. Very, to me, and the stuff, man, the stuff that they do in this film, I mean, they're not even going to do, you don't, how can I put this into words? The stuff that they do in this film, they would not ever do, and even in the 90s, and what Candyman did in this, and, you don't see him do it. I mean, because why would you do that? But you don't see him do it. But what I'm trying to say is Candyman does kill babies and little kids. I mean, that's so sadistic. I think that's more sadistic than the stuff Michael or Chucky does. Candyman will kill a baby. You know what I mean? When the film starts off, you have your lead girl talking to this other girl, and this other girl saying, well, yeah, he killed this baby, yada, 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 and you're going like, Candyman really went there? You know what I mean? Like, you don't see that in slashers. You know, like, you know what I mean? But to me, I thought that was very, that makes Candyman a character that you don't want to root for. You know, that's a character that you don't want to root for. That's a character you want to avoid at all costs. You know what I mean? You know, he's a person you just want to avoid at all costs. You know what I mean? And again, this film is perfect start to finish. I just have positives for it. Like I said, Tony Todd, he did a phenomenal job as Candyman. And there's even rumors that he's in talks for coming back for the remake. I'm so excited for the remake. And I hope Tony Todd does come back for the remake in some capacity. You know, whether that be like what they did with Halloween 2018, and he just comes back for like a couple of scenes. Why bring up Halloween 2018? Because Nick Castle did like 1 or 2 scenes, I believe. You know, maybe they can get Tony Todd or to do a couple of scenes. Well, because there was even a rumor that there's gonna be 2 Candymans. You know, so you know. But anyway, back onto the review. I'm just excited about the remake. But yeah, Candyman. This is a very iconic film, very classic film, and I wish it would get enough praise and more appreciation. Like I said, the score is awesome. The acting, the dialogue, everything about this film is so iconic. I love the shots, I like the overhead shots of like the projects and like the streets and stuff. Very iconic like scenes in the way it's shot. Just iconic. It's very iconic. You know, if you have not seen Candyman, you have to check this film out. It's a must. If you haven't seen it, it's a must. It really is a must. If you have not seen it, you need to check this film out because it is a must see. You know, this is a very good slasher film and one that stands out. It's a slasher that stands out, and to me, Candyman deserves the spot of horror icon. He deserves to be up there with Leatherface, Michael, Chucky, Pinhead, Norman Bates, etc. Like, Candyman deserves that spot. You know what I mean? So, what do I give Candyman? A solid 10 out of 10. I would give this film a solid 10 out of 10 for being original, for creating an original slasher, for going places that you didn't think they were going to go. And two, that can work out for a film, or it can. In this case, it worked out, I think. Tony Todd, a phenomenal job as Candyman. This is just a perfect way to create a new slasher. And this was back in the 90s, and it's perfect, you know. I have seen the 2 other ones, but it's been so long since I've seen the 2 other ones. I wish the 2 other ones were good, but you just need to watch the first Candyman, and that's it, because this is a classic. I don't think they needed to make any sequels to this, to be honest. You know, they could have still had the remake, but they didn't need to do no part 2 or 3. They should just left this alone. That could have made it stand out even more, because in the 90s, there were so many sequels and you know what I mean? And so many copycats. They could just did this as a one-off, but they didn't. But Candyman, this is a classic, iconic film. This is just as, to me, iconic and classic as Halloween. You know, classic and as iconic as Chucky. You know what I mean? So, Candyman, I give this film a 10 out of 10. If you have seen Candyman, let me know in the comments below. If you have seen Candyman, let me know what you think of it. And will my opinion, and if you have not seen Candyman, will my opinion help you go check out Candyman? I want you to go check out this film. I give this my recommendation. I give it a 10 out of 10. It's the best horror. It's one of the best slasher films, in my opinion. So if you did enjoy the review, big thumbs up and comment below if you've seen Candyman and all that. Please subscribe if you're new, and I will catch everyone in the next one.